Evelyn. Hi.
15-month-old baby Evelyn Boswell, a beautiful blue-eyed toddler from Tennessee, being raised by her teen mom Megan, goes missing with an Amber Alert issued on February 19th, 2020.
We remain committed and continue to do everything possible to find out what happened to Evelyn. And as always, as soon as relevant information and accurate information, I want to really reiterate that as it comes to us, we will get that out as soon as possible. Okay. Anyone with relevant information concerning Evelyn's whereabouts are asked to call 1-800-TBI-FIND.
But that Amber Alert was not issued on the day she went missing. Baby Evelyn actually disappeared in late 2019. And her mom said she didn't report her missing because she knew the person who had her and did not want them to take off with her.
I've told TBI where to find her in Mendota. My mom took her to a campground and a silver camper, and if they don't go tonight, I'm gonna go find her myself. Just bring her back. I just want her back, that's all I want. I've been so long without her, and I know a lot of people are like, oh, why didn't you report it missing earlier? Because my mom threatened me, and I just want her back. That's all I can think about is how much I just want her back.
But investigators were not buying Megan Boswell's stories.
Aware that we've received a number of conflicting, inaccurate statements from the mother, Megan Boswell, Evelyn's mother.
What happens next is a strange string of events. First, Evelyn's grandmother, Angela, is arrested with her boyfriend in North Carolina for possession of a stolen vehicle, which was part of the Amber Alert. Then Evelyn's mom is arrested in Tennessee for making false statements.
We determined that some of the statements Megan Boswell provided to us were false. Many of the false statements that Megan made delayed our investigations and also impeded our investigations on trying to find Evelyn. As a result, she has been charged with false reporting.
Any questions about that? Ms. Boswell, any questions about that?
Then big breaking news. 2 weeks after Evelyn was reported missing, a toddler's remains are found.
This evening, we received the information that led TBI agents and Sullivan County detectives to a property belonging to a family member of Evelyn's mother in the 500 block of Muddy Creek Road in Blumpville. During the search, investigators discovered human remains believed to be those of a 15-month-old girl. The remains will be sent for an autopsy and a positive identification.
So now the question is, what happened to baby Evelyn and who is responsible?
That question's still not answered, but baby Evelyn's mother has now been indicted, and Julie Grant joins us now with more details on what's going on. So, Julie, let's start with the indictment. What's it about, and what's the basis for this indictment?
Yes, Vinny, false reports. That grand jury in Sullivan County, Tennessee has indicted Megan Boswell on 11 counts of false reports. I'm going to go through some of these, the highlights. There are so many of them, but the ones that really stood out to me, and to kind of boil it down, she's blaming two people. She's blaming the baby's father, his name is Ethan Perry, and she's blaming her own mother, Angela Boswell, who we saw there in that piece wearing an orange jumpsuit herself. So we'll get to her legal problems in a moment. But the two biggest lies that were told that really jumped out at me was she said that her mother, Angela, took the baby because she owed her mother some money, and that her mother wouldn't return little baby Evelyn until that money was paid, Vinny. And then the other big one, she said she gave her daughter to Ethan Perry because she couldn't handle her daughter anymore, and he was making some threats to take her to court. To me, those were the two biggest lies police say she told. She also told other ones about Ethan Perry refusing to take her calls and texts, that the two had been feuding over custody of little baby Evelyn. She also talked about how she didn't contact police to report that beautiful little angel missing because she was afraid of her mother. Her mother gave her the advice not to, and that at one point her mother had custody but was refusing to share the location, and she didn't report her out of fear because she was afraid her mother would harm her. In a nutshell, Vinny, pants on fire, as I like to say, pants on fire with Megan Boswell. This woman is 18 years old tonight, sitting in jail, being held on a $150,000 bond. And this, of course, as you know, may not be the end of her legal troubles, because remember, this indictment is strictly about lying to police who were trying to find that little child. Lying to them, making false reports as their investigation was ongoing. This isn't about the baby's death. All of that is still being kept separate under investigation. All we know is law enforcement are saying that there is someone who they've identified as a suspect, but we don't know who tonight, Vinny.
Okay, and little baby Evelyn found on property that belongs to the family, and there's a couple different homes and structures on that property. A little confusing as to who was living there, who wasn't living there, because some of these family members are a little transient. You mentioned Grandma, Angela Boswell. What's going on with her?
Oh, she's got her own set of criminal court problems, if you will. So in a nutshell, she's got two cases going on. The one with this guy named William McLeod. The two of them got picked up in North Carolina. This is for an alleged theft of a BMW that, as you mentioned in the report, Vinny, was part of that Amber Alert. Everybody's panicking. That car with a Tennessee license plate found in North Carolina, Wilkes County. So they've got that set of charges there. She also was wanted on a probation warrant for another case at the time that they picked her up there. And then she had a burglary case. Yeah, the burglary charge dismissed, but she's dismissed.
A lot to follow.
Theft charge.
Julie Grant, thank you so much. We'll be back with more.